We're here with Dominica Kristedja, who is a candidate for the Orange County Republican Central Committee representing the 68th Assembly District. Welcome, Dominica.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the Central Committee. What is it and what does it actually do?
Okay, yeah, that's a great question because voters have asked me that several times. The Central Committee only comes up on your ballot once every 4 years, and what it is it's the official party, the official body of the Republican Party here in Orange County. So it would be in our district here in Orange County, we have 6 representatives from each of our 7 districts, and their purpose is to work on upholding our party platform, building up the party, getting out the vote, just supporting the Republican candidates, encouraging candidates to vote, and yeah.
And it's important for voters to know about the Central Committee because of why? What would you say is the single most important thing that voters should think about when they think about a Central Committee? It's not a candidate, but it's an important body. Describe this.
Right, it is because they have a very crucial role in, especially with endorsing candidates. So we want to make sure our candidates are properly vetted, and we need to make sure that they are being held accountable and make sure that they're upholding our party platform, the Republican Party platform. So those are the values and goals of the party. We need to make sure that the candidates are aligning with that.
I would think that voters would be interested in why the Central Committee is organized the way it is. In this case, it seems to be by assembly district. In your case, that would cover the communities of Anaheim Hills, Orange, Villa Park, Tustin, Irvine, Lake Forest. Is representation the main reason it's organized that way?
Absolutely, yes, because we'll have, if a member of the Central Committee, if that would be me, would be representing the voice of those voters in each district.
In your opinion, what are the top issues facing the Central Committee from your assembly district, and what would be your major goals in addressing them if elected?
Yes, well, my top priorities would be, number one, I believe we need to reignite the Republican Party. I've talked with many voters who are disillusioned with the Republican Party. They've chosen to go decline to state, and we need to re-earn their trust. So that would be number one. Number two would be we need to endorse candidates who uphold our party platform, because that's a crucial role for the Central Committee. And number three is more of a long-term goal, and I would say that we need to pass on our legacy of American exceptionalism to the next generation, because that is the very fabric of who we are as a nation. So it's important that we don't lose that. It was given to us by our forefounders, our founding fathers, and we need to pass that on. They need to know the legacy of our U.S. history, and that America is a force for good in the world. That's what American exceptionalism means.
I understand this is your first time running for office, so there must be some major reason why you've decided to jump in this time. What got you involved?
Well, let's see. If I could go back to issues that are facing us as a nation right now, there have been several things that have happened that I'm not pleased about seeing, and I would say that Common Core would be the issue that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for me personally, and that was when I realized that these decisions, these issues, it comes back to the candidates. We need to get the right people elected, and I found a candidate who is running for governor, Tim Donnelly, and he connected me with a group, and we've been working on the Common Core issue for the last few years. What I've learned from that, though, is that once the issue is here, it's really already in crisis mode. So that makes me more motivated to get the right people in office, because then we can be proactive so that we don't have these issues to deal with in the first place. So the more time we put into getting people in office that are going to uphold our values, the easier it will be than trying to undo something like Common Core later on down the road.
How can voters in your district get more involved with the June 7th primary in general, and how can they contact your campaign?
Yes, I would say, for starters, get to know the candidates, because if you can go to a meet and greet, meet these people in person, it is so much more meaningful than reading something or hearing secondhand what a candidate represents, where they stand on the issues. Look them in the eye and really get to know them. If you don't have an opportunity to meet all the candidates, then second best would be checking voter guides that you feel comfortable with. So, for example, Nancy's Picks is a very high esteemed conservative voter guide.
And for your campaign, interested people can use a website, call a phone number. How can they get in touch with your campaign?
Yes, I have a website. It's taxfighter.com, and we want to fight your taxes, so that's where we got the name. It is a shared website with other candidates who are all warriors who have been walking precincts out there doing their part to get good candidates elected. And I support everyone else on that taxfighter.com website as well. And I would say that they can also just remind your neighbors and friends, make sure they're registered to vote, because you'd be surprised. People move, or maybe they have someone who's just turned 18 in their household. We need to make sure they're registered. And they have until May 23rd to get re-registered. So that's the magic date, May 23rd. It's so easy to do online now, and we want to make sure that happens. We want people to be involved.
Well, we applaud you for getting involved in the political process. We want to wish you the best of success. I hope that you feel this is rewarding for yourself, and best of luck on the campaign.
Thank you, Brian.
Dominica Kristedja, candidate for Orange County Republican Central Committee from the 68th Assembly District. This is Brian Helvey reporting.